Salam everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome as always. And you guys can see by the title, today I'll be showing you guys how I made this very quick, easy, delicious, and healthy chicken soup that I really hope you guys recreate. And I did this in about 10 very easy, simple steps. Took me no more than 30 minutes. And so yeah, I really hope you guys make this and I just hope you continue watching. So the ingredients I used goes as follows for this chicken soup. I used chicken broth and I used the fat-free kind. And for the seasoning, I just wanted to make it simple, so I just did garlic and onion powder as well as salt. You can also use black pepper. And then I have minced garlic and chopped green onion, chopped white onion, and then for the vegetables, chopped carrots, chopped celery, chopped zucchini, pinto beans, chicken, and parsley. So I've placed my pot here on about low to medium heat, and I've just drizzled a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to put in my white onion until they release their fragrance and just, to release some of that very tasty flavor that comes from onions and garlic. And I just keep that on the heat and just stir it a little bit before I go in and add my carrots. So I don't close the pot until I've added my carrots and onion. So now after the carrots have cooked off for a little bit, I'm just adding in my chopped celery. So as you can see, now I'm adding in the garlic. I didn't want it to burn, so I'm adding it now, and then I'm also adding in the green onions. So now that our vegetables have kind of turned steamy and are less raw, I'm going to add in the chicken. And as you can see, I've chopped it up into little bite-sized pieces. You can definitely also use shredded chicken or any type of meat as well, but I just have them in bite-sized pieces. Now that the chicken has fully cooked, I've already added the zucchini, and now I'm just adding in the pinto beans, and that is pretty much the end. So on with the seasoning, which is, we're getting closer to finishing up the soup. I'm just going to add in some onion powder and garlic powder. Moving on to the liquids, I have just added about 1.5 cups of water, and I, for some reason, didn't get into this clip. I added about 1 cup of chicken broth. Okay, so moving on to the last and final step of the soup process, and honestly, my favorite part as well, because in a little while, I'll be showing you guys a very cool trick that I like to do when I make soup. So as you can see, I've already boiled about 2 eggs. You could definitely use more or less. And I'm right now just scooping out the egg yolk, and I'm gonna save that into a small bowl for later on. Just scooping out the insides, and with the white parts, all I'm gonna do is just chop them up. So I just want to chop them up very into thin slices first, and then into cubes, which I will just put into the soup. So now is where the fun part begins. So I'm just gonna take the egg yolk and I'm gonna take it over to my soup over here and start scooping in the soup liquid inside this bowl. Very little at a time because I don't want it to be super watery, and I'm just watching this as I go, and you're gonna see it very quickly turn into a paste mixture. Once it has turned into a paste, all you need is just one last scoop of this liquid and it will kind of turn into a cream. And when you pour that into the soup and you just mix that up, it's kind of works kind of like how flour would work in a roux, and it just would make it very creamy and very thick, and it tastes delicious, and I recommend you guys do this. So now I'm just adding in all the chopped pieces of eggs that we just cut up earlier. And guys, we are basically done. So I'm just stirring this in, making sure everything is incorporated, all the seasonings and everything that we've added in here. And the last thing to do is just scoop this out onto a bowl and dig in. Okay guys, you see we're finally done, and as I mentioned earlier, in 10 very easy steps and no more than 30 minutes, we have made this delicious and not to mention a very healthy soup that I really recommend you guys get inspired by to try. In my household, I have that soup at least twice a week, and I really hope you guys make this and taste it and love it like I did. And I have quickly garnished it with some fresh parsley, and on the sides I have some toast, some quinoa, and some crackers, and I like a little bit of spice, so I'm also going to use some hot sauce. But it turned out beautifully, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I love you guys' support and feedback, so please make sure to continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Show this to as much people as you can so that everybody can make soup, and I'll see you guys next week. Ciao!